Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Claudette Cooper, and I am a master gardener here in Garland County. And I developed this tool talk because one of the master gardeners that I work with, Marty Lynch, she was so funny. We were out at the community greenhouse, and she says, Claudette, my goal is to get as many tools as you have. And I looked at her and I thought, oh, that's cute. And so I thought, well, it would be sort of neat to share with everybody some of the things that I have, because I think it, for us, as we get older, we're out in our garden and we're doing all kinds of things. And so I have accumulated an array of tools, as you can see here, and I try to make things for me to work easier instead of harder, and especially, if you're down on your knees and doing different things. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is this is a Barnell pruner, and I got this at the Arkansas Flower and Garden Show, and you can get this from the Rose Gardener, and I have a list of names at the end of my little presentation. But these are great. I have little sharpeners here, and I learned that you only sharpen one side of the blade, because if you're sharpening both sides of the blade, you're actually ruining the blade. So you just want to right here, rub it here and stuff. So I keep this with me in my little tool pouch there, and it works really nice. But this is, they were about $39, $49, but they're a really good buy. The next thing I have here is a drill. This is a Porter Cable battery powered drill, and you can pick this up at, see, like this. You can pick this up at Lowe's. And the thing that I use it for a lot is when I'm planting impatiens or any kind of bulbs and different things like this. And you can use this drill with these different attachments. I just got this new one here. As you can see, it's a little more heavy duty, and I saw this on Facebook, but it will help to, get through some tough soil and things like that. And what I wanted to show everybody right here, and I don't know if you can zoom in, this is what it starts like. You're drilling a bunch of holes, and it makes it really fast to be able to drill these holes, and then there you go. You got all your pansies planted in half the time, rather than being on your knees and digging, a lot of different, holes with just a spade shovel. So what I do too, oh, and I have this ratchet thing. I'm not even going to show you guys that. That's a little antiquated. This here is an Okatsu 7-inch blade, and these are really good for trimming hedges. And I learned about this from one of the landscape architects that goes out to Garvin Gardens. So he said, you just trim it like this, and these are steel. I think they're Japanese, but they really work very well, if you have a lot of hedges to trim. My next tool here, oh, here it is. This is an ARS long reach pruner, and if you want to buy one of these, I would suggest going in with a couple people, because the more of them that you buy, the less expensive it is. This is from A.M. Leonard, and it's about $100, $120. The thing that's nice about it is, if you are trimming like this here, see, you can be trimming up here. You don't have to get a ladder. It gives you about a 4-inch reach, and you can just trim a bush or any of these other, shrubs that you might need, just to try and keep yourself off of ladders, because my husband recently fell off of a ladder trimming with this particular thing. So it just I try to make it easy and safe for everybody. The next, I have a picture here of Annette Enderlin, but I'm not going to show you that. This here is the Porter Cable powered Sawzall, and I don't have a battery in it right now, but this here has a really good blade. I had a less of a serrated blade in it originally, and I went to get some replacement blades, and I went to Lowe's, and the guy there in the tool department, he goes, "Oh, do I have a blade for you?" So he gave me this blade, and it will cut through anything, and it is, again, battery powered, so it's nice because that way you can go all around your yard and you don't have to have cords with you. The batteries last for about 2 hours, so if you have a couple of them, you know, it makes it nice. You just have one on the charger. But these will cut through pretty good size limbs, and you know, make your job a lot easier. Okay. Our next tool here is a Black & Decker battery powered chainsaw. What every girl needs in her tool accessories, let me tell you. This here, I have a mimosa tree that is no longer existing, but I got up on that ladder and I cut this, the limb was about this big around, and I looked at it and I go, oh, I can do that. So I get up there, you know, and I'm up there with my chainsaw. As I cut through the dang thing, the limb binds the saw, and I go, oh crap. So I have to get down off the ladder and pull on the limb, and that loosens the chainsaw. These here, it's very lightweight, and it's a little bit better for cutting some things versus the Sawzall. But again, you know, the thing you need to remember when using these tools, especially a chainsaw, like when I was up there on the thing, if it catches on something, it can come back and kick, you know, against you. So you got to be really careful when you're using these chainsaws. But it just makes life a lot easier. And again, like I said, it is on a battery, so you don't have to, you know, have a lot of cords dragging through your yard and things like that. Right, our next tool is not really a tool, it's sort of a convenience for you as gardeners. And I got these and added them to my presentation. These are the individual knee pads, and they are fabulous because, you know, you just put these on. Sometimes, you know, you'll carry around a pad and you'll leave it one place, then you got to walk back over to it. Well, these, they'll hook onto your knees just like this. I don't know if you guys can see that, just like this, you know. And you're walking around, and if you want to drop down on your knees, they're, you know, you're ready to go. But it does save your knees if you are going to be on the ground, you know, and planting a lot of different things. So keep those in mind. All right. One thing I just wanted to share, about these knee pads is they are gel. So they have a nice cushion there, and they will protect your knees when you're on the ground. And for those of us, you know, that have arthritic knees and arthritic backs and the whole 9 yards, you know that it comes in handy when you're down on the ground. Now, this next convenience, I would say, is this tool pouch. And what I do is I just, you know, put it on here, and I have my cutters here, and I will usually have a dig tool and a couple other things, because that way when you're walking through your garden, it makes it easy. You don't or, you know, if you want, you can have a bucket that has a lot of your tools, but this makes it nice because you can just walk around and check and see what needs to be pruned and or, you know, cut, and it keeps all kinds of things. You can have your phones in here. I have 2 of these, and these come from the Rose Gardener too, but they're really nice and handy. And I think, oh, okay, on here I have the Bosch Rotary Hammer is at Lowe's, and I don't know if you can see this. This, oh, I have the one tool I don't have. I'll show you a picture of it. This is really nice when you're digging in really hard dirt or shale. It will go down, and you don't have to use a pickaxe and kill your back and things like that. Also, this is another one. This is also can be found at Lowe's, and it's a rotary, you know, type drill. Now this here is the Roto Hammer. I don't have it right here because it's heavier than crap. But this weighs about 40 pounds, and we planted 50 Nandina bushes in one of our master gardener's yards. And she said, "Oh, Claudia, don't worry about it. You don't have to bring the heavy duty Sawzall, well, the the hammer drill." And I said, "No, Sharon, we're going to need it." So I was drilling them. This is like a little mini jackhammer, and it just works amazing because my husband used it in our dock area to drill the holes. You do have to wear earplugs because it is loud, but it will dig through anything in half the time if you're using it rather than using a shovel and or a pick. So they're wonderful. And what I did too is I bought a spade bit. I have a spade bit on the end there, so it's like a little mini shovel, and it's just you hold it down like this, and you're just drilling down there, and it just does a wonderful job, getting down into the soil. And I think that might be the last of my tools. Yes, it is. I do have a reference page here. A reference page here for all the things that I've mentioned. So if you have any questions, feel free. You can contact me, and I'm at 310-251-6383. And I hope this gave you some ideas on working smarter in your garden instead of harder, because for all of those of you, that are out in your garden, you know what a pain in the Rudy it can be. And this tries to make it a little easier for you and a lot more fun, so that you're not thinking, "Oh my gosh, I got to go back out in the garden and do this and dig out that and whatnot." So hopefully this will help you to have more fun in your garden. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.